Hey everybody, it's Brad at Dayport Brothers LLC out in Versailles, Ohio. Going to do another walk around video followed by an operational video on this 2004 Thomas T135 skid steer that came in and we're putting up for sale. Like always, I'll walk around, I'll talk about the features and functions, I'll get up close to everything, show you everything that I see, tell you everything that I know, and then of course we'll fire it up, run it through its paces, show you what play it has up front in the pins, let you hear the engine, show you the hydraulics are strong, show you it turns strong to both directions. As always, if you are in the market for a used skid steer, a used piece of construction equipment, or a used piece of ag equipment, please subscribe to the channel. Please like the video. Your license subscriptions help other people who are looking for equipment find our videos and find our machines, and we truly do appreciate that. All right, like I said, this one's a 2004 Thomas T135. We had two of these machines come in. This one's a T135, the other's a T137, came from the same place, very similar machines. OROPS, sticks and pedals, Kubota Diesel engine, 1,300 pound lift capacity, 4,855 pound operating weight, and this one has 5,952 hours. So here in a little bit we'll fire it up and show you up here. There's a little bit of play in these pens. They're far from sloppy, but there's definitely some play in them. They've definitely been replaced, I'm sure, over time, because at 5,900 hours, generally speaking, they would have significantly more wear than this if they hadn't been. So I'm sure that they've been replaced from time to time throughout the life of this machine, because they are not awful, but there is a little bit of play there. Like I said, you'll see it here in a little bit. And then as I get up close to everything, it looks very similar to the other machine, which is already up. Paint has a little fade to it, but they're pretty straight. Not a ton of scratches or anything like that. Just some small ones here and there. Nothing egregious, no major dents or dings. Nothing out of the ordinary. Kind of looking up close to that cylinder. That cylinder looks dry. I'll say it with this, like I say with any used machine, I'm sure if you go over it with a fine-tooth comb, there's gonna be a seep or two somewhere. I'll try to get up close to all the cylinders though and see if I see anything. And we'll get up close to the engine and see what we can see in there. Looking at this front tire here, you can see these kind of have a different style tire than a lot of skid steers. They're taller and skinnier. So you can kind of see what we got there. Has some weather checking on the sides and stuff there. Front rims, you can see that paint's not the greatest. It's got some dirt and dust and grease on it. And there's some chips and some nicks around the edge. The rear tires on these are foam filled. I think they probably did that for some counterbalance for lifting. You can see this one has a little different style tread than that front one does. And this rim again, just kind of dirty. We did not wash these machines. These are exactly how they came to us. You can see there's all kinds of dirt and grease and dust. But actually on the side rail here, it's not all scratched up, not all rusty. Pretty clean machine. You can see here, you know, especially for 21 years old. Just some scuffs and scratches back here. Looking at this side, the decals aren't the greatest, but no huge dents or dings. Just scuffs and scratches, as you can see here. Coming around to the back. That back door is fairly straight. Doesn't look like it's been backed into anything too hard. Back side of the cab. They have added some just real thin plexi around the sides. This mesh right here's bent in just a little bit right there. This side, this back corner over here, very similar to that other side, just scuffed and scratched, but no huge dents or dings. Those decals are obviously peeled off and scratched up. Nothing, not a lot left of those and faded there. But again, fairly straight, no huge dings here, just your typical scuffs and scratches. Looking at the tires on this side, this rear one looks about the same as that other side. This rim maybe just a little better than that other side. The rims aren't terrible, they're just paint peeled off and they've got dirt and grease on them. This front tire matches up pretty well to that back one. Sorry, it's a muddy mess out here, so these tires have mud caked on them from us running around and testing it out today. This front rim, as you can see there, quite a bit of dirt and dust, but clean around the edges, no huge dings on the edge of that rim or anything like that. Looking in here at the side rail, side of the frame here, again, not all rusty. These machines aren't going to win any beauty pageants, but they seem to crank up and run pretty good. That cylinder there seems dry. Taking a look at the loader arm on this side, matches up really well to that other side. Again, fairly straight. No huge dents or dings. I don't see anything that looks like it's been cracked or welded or plated on either loader arm back here. Same with the back of the skid steer plate. Everything looks pretty decent there. Kind of a lighter duty bucket. Looks like it's newer than the machine, obviously. We'll go take a look in the engine compartment here. Okay, looking at the fins on the radiator, everything's nice and straight there. Couple little fins over here on the side, little bent a little bit, but for a 04 machine, not too bad. All right, like we said, pre-emissions Kubota diesel engine. As you can see there, fairly clean. Looks pretty dry actually up here. Just a little bit of moisture right there. Might be that hose seeping just a little bit right here. You can see there's just a little moisture there. Over here, everything looks pretty good on this side. Down there by that injection pump, I don't see anything out of the ordinary there. Same thing down here. Kind of hard to get in any farther here, but let me see if I can sneak that camera in. Looks like the side of the block's fairly dry. Inside of that back door's pretty good. This fins on this cooler here are pretty straight. We'll go up and take a look at the operator station. Like I said, they put some real thin plexi around the sides and that back. Up here in the front, that's actually fairly straight. Taking a look at the seat here. Seat looks good. I don't see any cuts or tears there. Everything looks pretty good there. Down by the foot pedals, everything looks pretty good there. Just some little dust and dirt and a little bit of grease. Both sticks look like they're in decent shape. Everything there. 59, 53 on the hour, so the hour meter did tick over. Like I said earlier, it was 59, 52. We've kind of run it around, checked everything out, so it has ticked over. Hour meter works like it's supposed to. Everything looks good up here. Looking at the top side of these cylinders, everything looks good there. I don't see anything that looks like it's been busted off or cracked or welded. All right, like I said, this is a 2004 Thomas T135. Lots of photos on our website. That's listed down below in the description. 59.53 on the hours now. If you have any questions, comment down below. We'll try to answer them for you. We'll fire it up, get right into an operational video.